Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over another Neville Goddard lecture. It's titled, What Are You Doing? It has a wonderful message and one I'd like to share with you guys. So I'll go through, I'll paraphrase the lecture, and we'll talk about it as we go. Now, in this lecture, Neville begins by discussing, once again, the idea that your thoughts, your thinking, and your wonderful imagination creates reality. It creates all of the experiences of your life. He says people often tell him that they believe this, but what they imagined never came to pass. He then asks, what are you doing, saying I once imagined it, and for not imagining it now? For God's name is I am, not I did. Always thinking of God as someone outside of himself, man finds it difficult to keep the proper tense. But God is the human imagination, and there is no other God. He says that when you imagine your ideal, you should include others in your vision. Imagine other people seeing you as you would like to be seen. He says, do not think in terms of influence, but rather think only in terms of clarity of form. The law, to be effective, needs feeling with form. Build a structure that would imply your desire is already fulfilled, and enter its form with feeling. You do not have to be concerned about influencing others, as they are not the cause. Your imaginal act is. Those who have $1 billion are not causing your world. You and you alone are doing it, as your imaginal acts influence people. Everyone is yourself pushed out. So when you imagine, you are influencing yourself. If you know what you want, place your attention on its clarity of form, and then watch what you are imagining. Are you remembering when you imagined something greater than what you have? If so, you are confessing that you are not now imagining your desire fulfilled. If imagining creates reality, you must change your memory and become aware of what you are imagining right now. He says, always think in clarity of form, for as you do, you are influencing others. He says, when I wanted to get out of Barbados, I didn't think of influencing anyone. I simply used clarity of form and walked up to the gangplank in my imagination. The act caused someone 5,000 miles away to cancel their passage. And although there were hundreds ahead of me waiting for passage, the one who had the power to distribute the tickets chose us. So I did influence others. I imagined and we came back, while thousands who preceded us in applying for passage continued to wait their turn. Now I love this part. He goes on to say, do you know that the moment you draw a line, you encompass energy? That without an outline, everything is nothing? So draw your outline and make your picture as clear as possible. He says, perhaps you are hosting a party to honor a friend and his accomplishment. Sit at the table with your friends and raise your glass. Congratulate your friend on his new position, his greater salary, and more responsibility. Stick to that thought and it will not matter to you who is influenced. The moment you think of influence, you reduce a miracle to magic. All the people in the world are only yourself pushed out. No one has the power to hold you back or promote you, for you are self-promoted or self-restricted. So we need to enter our images, not just to observe, but to step into their full reality, to approach them on a fiery chariot of contemplative thought. If we do this, we will raise ourselves up into the heavenly sphere where we hold our creative power. When you enter the state you desire to express and believe it is true, no earthly power can stop it from objectifying itself. And although you do not deliberately influence others, you influence everyone. Now he quotes James Fraser saying, quote, a man on this planet cannot raise a hand without influencing the farthest star in the heavens in its unified form, unquote. So, practice the art of imagining and you will discover you can go anywhere and enter any time without the aid of anyone. Move in your imagination, and people will respond because of your action. Dare to assume you are wealthy and watch everyone play their parts to provide you with the wealth you claim to have. They will, for they are only yourself pushed out. Now, Neville closes the lecture inviting us to take action. He says, I ask you to test imagination for yourself. Go all out and believe in what you have imagined. Do not try to influence anyone. Instead, put all your energies into clarity of form. Now, the key takeaway I got from this lecture is to remain patient, committed, and devoted to the ideal in which we hold. For just because something has not come to pass today does not mean it will not come tomorrow. We cannot stop imagining our ideal and still bring it forth. We must stand in the active position as the world rearranges and transforms. If what we desire has not yet manifest, then we must focus on clarity of form and seek to enrich our imaginative state with tone, with color, with feeling, and with the perspective of other people on how they see us in our transformed state. Now, I am here as a reminder to you to stay patient and to persist in transforming your life. For within you is the transformative power to bring the unseen into the seen. I hope you take some time today to sit and reflect on what was shared. Now, I'm going to continue to make many more videos exploring Neville's lectures, as well as my own messages and insights on spiritual development and transformation, so I hope you join me on future videos. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.